Ever since the release of Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, The Closer, there have been activists, there have been mainstream media people trying to go after Dave Chappelle, trying to get this pulled down, trying to get this canceled. But as evidenced by the audience score, as evidenced by the actual reaction from normal people, they love what Dave Chappelle said. Do they agree with everything he said? No, it is a comedy routine, but of course it also was a statement. But there are some people that are coming out very vocally supporting Dave Chappelle after everything that happened, despite the attempts to try to make him persona non grata. Dave Chappelle cannot be canceled because he refuses to kneel. And look at what Damon Wayans had to say. Damon Wayans says Dave Chappelle's highly controversial Netflix special, quote, freed the slaves. And he also slams cancel culture. You're no longer free in this country. Chappelle, 48, has been at the center of a controversy surrounding the special after making jokes about transgenderism and other politically charged hot button topics. And the people that are coming after him, literally all you're doing is proving his point. He came out there and he said, listen, every time I poke a little bit of fun or say anything about a certain community, or anyone says anything about that community for that matter, they freak out and they try to get you unpersoned. They try to cancel you. They want you to lose your job. They want you to lose everything because they're so damn sensitive. And sure enough, that's exactly what some people decided to do. Some activists, that is what they decided to do to prove him right. Wayans, 61, told TMZ on Monday he thought Chappelle's Netflix special was nothing short of brilliant. I feel like Dave freed the slaves, the comedian and actor said. Yeah, the comedians. We were slaves to PC culture, and he just, you know, as an artist, he's Van Gogh. He cut his ear off. He's trying to tell us it's okay. He added, I can't speak about the content, but what I say is there's a bigger conversation we need to have. Someone needs to look us in the eye and go, you're no longer free in this country. You're not free to say what you want. You say what we want you to say. Otherwise, we will cancel you. That's the discussion we should have. And that is fucking spot on, right? That's spot on. Because you know that Dave Chappelle, if he had followed the talking points, the liberal woke ideology talking points, they would have applauded him as a person of color, as a black man speaking truth to power or something like that. But since he stepped outside that echo chamber, since he said something else, they want him canceled. They don't actually care about diversity. They don't care about any of that bullshit. It's all lies. And the fact that people like Damon Wayans are coming out here and saying that, yeah, what Dave Chappelle said is a great thing because he is showing everybody that it's okay to make fun of everything. It's okay to do this. And he's sticking it to cancel culture. When asked if he feels more free now, to be a bit more risque, he says he's always been free. But I just think he's saying, you know what? All that I have, I'm not afraid to lose it for the sake of creative freeness of speech. Chappelle's a unicorn. He's amazing. He's Van Gogh. And of course, Netflix said there's going to be employees. There's going to be people that try to shut us down. We will not. We are keeping this up. We are doubling down on Dave Chappelle. And Chappelle, to his own right, basically said, fuck all you people in the media. Fuck ABC News, FNBC News. If this is what getting canceled is like, bring it on. Twitter is not real life, and that's the exact right way to go about it. But Netflix, listen, they are not out of hot water yet. There will be people continually coming after them. And in fact, this remarkable individual right here got suspended for barging into a meeting along with two other Netflix employees, this trans activist employee. Well, they have now been reinstated after barging into the room and also making a bunch of disparaging remarks about Netflix and Dave Chappelle on Twitter. And according to reports, trans activist Netflix employees plan a walkout over the new Dave Chappelle special. These people are so fucking sensitive. Just like we saw at Spotify employees that had a problem with the people that Joe Rogan was talking to. We're going to protest. We're not going to come into work, Spotify. Fuck off. Trans activist Netflix employees. I wonder how many there are, for one, but apparently, reportedly, they're planning a walkout. Transgender Netflix employees are planning a walkout over Dave Chappelle's latest comedy special, The Closer. As reported this week, transgender workers tried forcing their way into a high-level business meeting, alleging that Dave Chappelle was, quote, transphobic. Following the incident, I gotta pause Paul Joseph Watson down there. His face is distracting me as I'm talking. Alleging that Dave Chappelle was, quote, transphobic. Following the incident, Netflix defended Chappelle and suspended the workers. They have since been reinstated and are now planning a walkout in protest of the special. The Netflix Trans Employee Resource Group moves forward with the walkout. Trans lives matter, trans rights matter. And as an organization, Netflix has continually failed to show deep care in our mission to entertain the world by repeatedly releasing content that harms the trans community and failing to create content that represents and uplifts the trans community. Not everything has to fall under whatever your definition of virtuous or moral or like whatever may be. Netflix has like thousands of shit on there. Not every single thing has to exist for the sole purpose of validating your existence. And that's really what it's all about when it comes to these activists and people like this. It's that they feel if there's one person who says something that they feel invalidates their existence, they want them canceled. Stop being so damn sensitive. Live your lives. Stop trying to tell others how they need to live theirs. I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't do whatever you fucking think you should do, right? Whatever. I might have my criticisms about it in general, morally, whatever it may be. But for the most part, when it's not affecting me, I don't give a fuck. The problem is when you try to control how everyone else acts around you to the point of trying to cancel a man and hold a multi-billion-dollar company hostage over a few jokes because you're that light-skinned. You people that are protesting this, you activists, you truly are pathetic. And Dave Chappelle is going to continue to win. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.